Sorry, I'm trying to set up my lighting, but in this lesson you're gonna learn how to set up a Pro Tools session. Now remember, this lesson is part of a mini-series called Pro Tools in 15 minutes, and this mini-series has 6 videos, less than 3 minutes long, pretty short videos that will help you learn how to use Pro Tools, the basics of Pro Tools, how to plug in my guitar and record something. I hope you enjoy each video and I hope you learn something. Thank you. Okay, so when we first open Pro Tools, it's gonna prompt us with the dashboard window, and the dashboard window basically is where we type in all our basic settings for a recording session, for our Pro Tools session. It has things like how you call your session, where you're gonna store it, things like that. So in the first section, we're gonna name our session, well, let's call it my first recording. Then in the second section these next two things is gonna ask us where you want to store the session. So local storage basically is save it in your computer or hard drive that you have connected to it. That's it. The second section is collaboration in cloud backup, and is basically you want to save everything you do in the cloud. You have to sign into your Avid account before you can do that. For now, we're just gonna do local storage. The next one is create from template. What is a template? So basically a template, what it is. You're creating from a template. So let's say you have a jazz band and you don't have time to set up a session. I don't know. So you select jazz and it's gonna prompt a session that has a default jazz instrumentation. So it will have your basic instruments and basic setup that a jazz band would need. Well, templates are pretty useful, so whenever you have like very specific setups in your recording studio and it takes you time to set up a session. So to save time, you just set up a session once and save that as a template, and then later you just open that template and you don't have to set up a session anymore. So pretty cool. So we're not gonna use this for now. The next section is about audio files format. So a file type basically is what format is Pro Tools gonna save these audio files. So for now we're gonna use WAV. WAV is the most compatible audio format. It's compatible with everything I know, so I will use that one. Sample rate. Keep in mind that the higher you go, the more storage you're gonna need. It goes crazy. So 44 I think is a very middle ground between recording studio and professional studio. So 44 is great. So choose 44. 24-bit, and then I/O settings is basically what inputs and output settings you have in your computer or what you want to have. So basically we're just gonna use, if it says last use, well, you choose that one or just choose a stereo mix or whatever your default is. We set up that later. And prompt for location basically is saying Pro Tools is gonna ask you where you want to store this session. That's what it is. If you choose location, you basically are telling Pro Tools, don't ask me anymore, I want you to store it here in this area in documents. So I like to have it prompt for location because I like to save my sessions in different places sometimes. So prompt for location, just ask me where you want to save, where you want me to save it. Anyway, we click create and it's gonna ask us where you want to save this session. I'm gonna save it in the desktop. Click save. And there is our Pro Tools window. Excited, we're good to go.